Heyo, it's Marco Cattaneo, representing Charles Sturt University with yet another study buddy for the subject ITI 597, the subject that covers like IT service management. Hey, in today's topic we're going to take a closer look at the role for the function application management. So the role for the function application management. Yeah, the role of application management. Well, first of all, it's to be the custodian of technical knowledge and expertise slash skills related to managing, like specifically those applications, the software, the information systems. Also, they provide resources like people to support the actual like IT service management lifecycle. So we'll find activities on an operational level. We find like application activities on like a transition level. We find like application activities also on like a design, strategic, and even like a continuous service improvement level. Furthermore, they provide guidance to IT operations. I mean, like developing an application is one, but like once we've put it like in operations, like in a live environment, like how do we actually maintain it? How do we support it? Like when do we make updates? Like how do we actually like keep it up and running and like stable as well? And last but not least, we also need to look at like how the application management lifecycle, actually integrates into the overall like IT service management lifecycle. So like how does it fit into like the bigger picture, into the bigger scheme of like service management? So what does the application management lifecycle actually look like? So we've got like a lifecycle within this larger lifecycle that called like, or known as like the service management lifecycle. So the application management lifecycle is like a sub lifecycle of like the IT service management lifecycle. That sounds funny, I know. Hey, we've got requirements like for like new functionality within the business. So typically that like that will move towards like, okay, let's design a new like application, a new piece of software, or maybe requirements to update an existing piece of software. So we are designing. Once the new application has been designed properly, of course we need to build it, so develop it. We want to make sure we deploy it properly, together for example with like release management. And finally we need to like operate it, like maintaining it, like keeping it up and running. Last but not least, there's always like this optimizing. I mean, you can never stop like improving your environment, and it is also true for applications. Of course, like every now and then customers, again, they've got new requirements and new needs, or like the old software may no longer be like supported properly by the vendor. So again, new requirements will then drive the whole like life cycle again. So it goes round and round and round and round in circles. Yeah, that's the application management life cycle. So once again, like what is application management all about? Well, it is a function. Okay, it is a function responsible for managing applications throughout the previously introduced like application lifecycle. It defines things like the roles of support groups supporting the various applications, as well as the tools we're going to use, the processes and the underlying or like related procedures required to manage all the software, to manage all the applications. That is application management. Again, it's like what technical management is to like the technical like IT infrastructure. Application management is like to the software. Yeah, a bit of a tricky slide. I've shown this before, also for technical management, so let it sink in, okay? Like it says here, the ITIL functions are like cross-volume null, cross-volume null. So for example, we've got service desk here, application management, technical management, IT operations management, and even like some third-party vendors and suppliers. Across, I mean, like in all these functions, like various activities will be performed, and across all these like functional like towers, I won't call them like ivory towers, but like towers, we've got like these 5 volume ITIL volumes. So we've got service strategy, and on a strategic level, we're going to define like the application architecture. Within service design, I mean the ITIL service design volume, it's more about like establishing like the functional requirements of the application. At a service transition level, we are really like testing and validating that the application is actually like doing what the customer requires it to do. At a continual service improvement level, we want to continuously like improve the quality of the various applications we use in our organization. And finally, at a service operation level, we deliver and support the application. So although application management is like described within service operation, it actually performs on all levels. So it's like, really, they should have written, almost like they should have written like a 6th volume just covering the functions. So it's not just like operational, application management. It actually like, it covers like all the volumes. It's got like links with all the ITIL volumes. So here we've got some configuration items as produced by the function application management. Let's see. We've got like the application portfolio. It's like a list of all applications as used by the organization, like at a specific point in time. There are like application requirements, business, application, functional, manageability, usability, and test. So actually we ensure that like the applications are like doing the right things at the right time at the right place. We've got so-called like use and change cases. They document the intended use and like the impact of a change. If someone wants to make a change to an application, like what other areas of the same application or like other applications or like other parts of the infrastructure will be affected. And we've got like design documentation, like data models, coding standards. So like what type of stuff do we actually use to actually like design and create this new application. And finally, we find like manuals, like design manuals, admin manuals, management manuals, end user manuals, training materials. They're all like configuration items produced by the application management function. Yeah, practice what you preach, of course, is about understanding the role of the application management function. Imagine a large orchestra. Selecting and managing all the instruments is roughly a form of like technical management. Selecting and managing all the music is basically like a type of like application management. Can you see like how these two are connected? The instruments and the actual music. Can you maybe think of like another example like this one that like gives you a bit of an idea of like how technical management and application management like work together? Hey, have fun with the exercise, okay? Yeah, sample question. Hey, which one of the following statements seems like incorrect? Answer A. Application management is the custodian of application-related knowledge. Answer B. Application management provides the resources to support the IT service management lifecycle. Answer C. Application management provides guidance to IT operations on how to operate applications. And answer D. Application management provides first-level support for all application-related issues. I'll give you a couple of seconds to think about the answer, and then as usual we continue. Yeah, not too difficult, is it? No, of course it's answer D. Because first level support is typically provided by the service desk. Okay, they provide first level support. If you talk about like second and third and so on level support, yeah, then you end up with functions like technical management, applications management, and so on. But first level support, it's typically the service desk. So in the next topic, we're going to look at the objectives for the same function, application management, all part of service operation, or at least described in the volume service operation. Hey, until then, live long and prosper. Nano. And as always, I'll be back.